guys, welcome back to the More Weekly, where we bring you the latest news at Alhambra High School. I'm your co-anchor Keiko.
And I'm your other co-anchor Sean Lee. Last week we had the course selection fair.
Let's take a look.
Hi, can we get your name and grade?
Hi, my name's Leanna and I'm in 11th grade.
Melina Baker, and I'm a junior.
My name is Sean and I'm a sophomore.
Daniel Jen, and I'm in 9th grade.
My name is Michaela and I'm a sophomore.
We were wondering if there's any courses that interested you in taking next year?
I think a course I'm interested in taking is probably, maybe like fashion.
Probably ceramics, type, trying to make some pots and stuff. Yep.
And we would like to know what course you would recommend for any other students to take.
To be honest, I don't recommend any class. Classes are buns. But if I had to, probably like a language. Because that's like the chillest class you can get.
If any of you is good at math, I would suggest you should start with accelerated math.
I think I'm interested in taking chemistry, something like that, because I like science a lot, so yeah.
Last Monday, Donald Trump was inaugurated into office.
Here's some of the things he's done in his first week of presidency.
Now, seeing that President Trump has been in office for over a week now, I think it is important to see some of the things he has done. And let's just say there's a lot. Now, I first want to say that I'm actually quite surprised how many things he's gotten passed for only being in for a week. And in my opinion, I think that's a good thing. Because if you're going to promise something to your campaign and you actually do it, especially this fast, I think that says something about your promises and what you're going to do. Now, first of all, he removed the United States from the World Health Organization, which I believe is the only country in the world who has ever done that. But this doesn't come as a surprise, since Donald Trump did this in his first term after he didn't like how they were telling him to handle COVID-19. He also removed us from the Paris Agreement, which was something that was created to reach a climate initiative to, make our environment better. He removed us from that. Next up, he passed an executive order called Restoring Names That Honor American Greatness. He decided to rename the mountain Denali into Mount McKinley. If you guys don't know, Denali was named Denali in 2015, but he wants to change it back to McKinley, even though a lot of people in Alaska are mad about the decision. A lot of people in Alaska, believe it or not, want the native name. They want the natives to be celebrated because the native presence there is big, and also for the fact that that's just the name. You can't just change the name like that. Oh my god. He's also changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Which, I'm sorry, what? So are we gonna just name New Mexico Old America now? What? Next, he asserted that the government will only recognize male and female. Also, he is getting rid of birthright citizenship, something that has been guaranteed in the Constitution. Next up, he's getting rid of transsexuals in the military, which, whether or not you agree with transsexual ideology or not, that's not the point. The point is, he's getting rid of people who are serving our nation. I don't know, but in my opinion, this bill feels very petty. Because at the end of the day, no matter if you believe in trans rights or you want to identify them what they want to be identified as, that doesn't matter. The point is that they're serving in our military. They're taking times out of their lives, years, and risking their lives to serve for our nation. I'm sorry, it just rubs me the wrong way when somebody who's never served in the military is trying to tell people who can join the military and who cannot. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But again, that's my opinion. So for people who, I guess, believe this is a good thing, yeah, it's good. Now, like I said, Donald Trump passed a lot of executive orders, which I personally think is a good thing. If you're gonna build your platform on passing things and you do it immediately, I personally think that's a really good thing. But whether or not the things he passed is a good thing or not is up to your own interpretation. And seeing the course of what his term has been like so far in just a week, it seems like he's going to pass way more things. He's going to be very aggressive with a lot of things that he passes. And we really don't know what he's going to do in the future. But for now, we got to just, I guess, sit back and see what he has to offer for our country.
For this segment, I will discuss the topic of immigration and deportation policies implemented in 2025. While some of this information might be scary for some, our job here at the More Weekly is to report the news as is. President Trump has initiated extensive deportation operations with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, aiming to conduct thousands of deportations daily. These efforts focus on sanctuary cities and individuals with prior criminal records. Additionally, the administration has revoked parole statuses for migrants who entered under previous humanitarian programs. Humanitarian parole is a program that allows certain migrants to enter or remain in the U.S. due to urgent humanitarian reasons or significant public benefit. This status is often granted to refugees, asylum seekers, and individuals fleeing war, natural disasters, or political persecution. Unlike asylum or refugee status, parole does not provide a direct path to permanent residency. On recent legislative actions, on January 29, 2025, President Trump signed into law the Laken-Riley Act. This legislation grants federal authorities increased power to deport undocumented immigrants accused of crimes and mandate detentions for immigrants charged with specific offenses. The act also allows states to sue the federal government over immigration policy impacts. The bill legally allows federal authorities to detain and immediately deport undocumented immigrants who have been accused of crimes, even if they haven't been convicted of them. In response to federal crackdowns, Democratic-led states such as California and New York are proposing measures to protect immigrants. These initiatives include providing legal aid and expanding access to healthcare and education, and enacting laws to restrict ICE access to sensitive locations like schools and hospitals. These efforts aim to create legal obstacles for federal enforcement and support immigrants lacking legal status. Sanctuary City can limit or prevent cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. Alhambra and Los Angeles are sanctuary cities, meaning they do not have to comply or cooperate with ICE. Meanwhile, on the state level, California is declared a sanctuary state, although some immigration officials are concerned if this actually impacts ICE's abilities. For those seeking information and assistance regarding immigration laws and updates in Alhambra and throughout California, the following resources may be helpful. Our next video will focus on immigrant rights, as well as provide further resources.
That's it for this week's edition of The More Weekly. Stay tuned for more videos and check out our website, The More Newspaper, for more stories.
See y'all next week. Found you! Go Mars!
Hi, Mr. Chen. It's your favorite student. It's been a year since I've seen you, and I've grown some hair, but I still miss you.
I think he taught me physics at some point.
Oh, Mr. Chen, my glorious king.
And on we'll go.